Basketball. Let's go out to the high school jingle. Tonight's game is called
Well, it's a little hard to hear James Terry back at the station, but I believe that he has completed the intro. He was competing with some heavy hip-hop music here in the gym, so anyway, I believe we had a clean start there. This is Don Julian and Wildcats basketball. A lot of people looked at the schedule and they say, oh, look, Greenville again, a district game. Well, not this year. Different districts for the next 2 years, and this is a non-district game with the Greenville Lions. Such an entertaining game last year, home and away, with a lot of emotion and some really good basketball, and so why not keep this thing going with these two teams that really enjoy competing against each other. The Greenville Lions of Coach Chris Williams and the Wildcats of Coach Clark Cipolletta. And we are live streaming audio and video tonight, and so hopefully you can avail yourself of that through our website. Is an easy way to do that at ksstradio.com, and there's a YouTube banner across the top, and click on that and you'll see the game in progress and or going on, and you can just click on that and then you're in. Assistant Coach Jacob Sexton at the microphone. We're going to start with the national anthem here in the gym. Now Jacob with the starting lineups.
Welcome to Sulphur Springs High School for tonight's matchup between the Greenville Lions and your Sulphur Springs Wildcats. And now for the starting lineup, first from our visitors. At guard is senior number 4, Brandon Stevens. A guard, junior number 15, Braylon Brown. Forward number 12, Gary Anderson. A guard, senior number 2, Antoine Anderson. And a forward, senior number 3, Marcus Hawkins. The Lions are coached by Chris Williams, Brock Hunter, and Paul Lamb. And now, Sulphur Springs Wildcats! Starting forward, 6'7" sophomore, number 23, Corderick Turner. A guard, 6'2", number 20, Parker Wisenhunt. 6'7" junior, number 1, Justin Harris. Starting guard at 6'2", a senior, number 2, LJ Johnson. And starting guard, 6'2", senior, number 4, Wilkerson. Wildcats assisted by Sean Coleman, Austin Fleming, Jacob Sexton, and the president, Eric Jackson.
All right. Good work by assistant coach there, Jacob Sexton, one of Clark Cipolletta's assistants. And again, Greenville starting lineup will include Brandon Stevens, Braylon Brown, DeGarian Anderson, Antoine Anderson, and Marcus Hawkins. And for the Wildcats, they will start Justin Hare, Lamadrick Johnson, Boo Wilkerson, Parker Wisenhunt and Cordrick Turner. Justin Hare will jump center for the Wildcats. And let's see which one of those Lions will be jumping there. That'll be Marcus Hawkins for Greenville. Looks like Hare maybe has an inch or two on him. Not a whole lot of difference between those two fellas, as we're just about ready to throw this one up and get it underway. Earlier today, the Lady Cats lost in North Lamar 41-30. Caught that game also today. The ball's in the air, and the Wildcats control the tap back to Lamadrick Johnson. And here come the Wildcats on the first offensive possession. Left side it goes, Boo Wilkerson. He'll shoot the three. That is off, no good. Fight for the rebound, and Cordrick Turner came down with it. And here's a three by Lamadrick Johnson, no good. Hare scrapping for the rebound, lost out of bounds by the Wildcats. And it will go, wait a minute, hold on. I called that wrong. It was Greenville that knocked it out of bounds. And the Wildcats throwing in under their own basket, Boo Wilkerson. Wilkerson bounces it in, and Cordrick Turner puts it in for the Wildcats. A mere sophomore, but I'll tell you what, he looks up to the task, as here come the Lions down 2-0. There's two Andersons in there. Here's a long three by Greenville is good by Marcus Hawkins, and the Lions lead 3-2. 7:18 left here in the first quarter. Lamadrick Johnson across the midline for the Wildcats. Goes around a screen from Cordrick Turner. Underneath to Justin Hare. Hare puts up the shot. Good by Justin Hare. The Wildcats up 4-3 with 7 minutes left here in the first quarter. Ball in the hands of Antoine Anderson. Wonder if he shoots like Quinn Anderson. There's a ball passed around back to Antoine Anderson. Being guarded by Boo Wilkerson. That's a pretty good sign that he's one of their best scorers. Back to Hawkins. He's being guarded by Hare. Now it worked over to Stevens. Down low, the shot put up and blocked by Justin Hare, and he's really got the block going this year. Lamadrick Johnson down for the Wildcats. Hare, the three, it's off the iron. A good rebound by Greenville. And here come the Lions. Rebound by DeGarian Anderson. And Hawkins back outside to Antoine Anderson. And Antoine to the top of the key, guarded by LJ. Lamadrick Johnson. Ball in the hands of Braylon Brown. Now he gets it to Antoine Anderson. Down low to Hawkins. He spins, puts it up, no good. Good rebound, Cordrick Turner. Here come the Wildcats in transition quickly. Here's an open three. Parker Wisenhunt is good by Parker Wisenhunt. And the Wildcats are up 7-3 with 5:43 left here in the first quarter. Antoine Anderson with the ball for the Lions. Back outside to Brown. No, excuse me, that was the other Anderson. Here's a three, good by Greenville, and that was Brandon Stevens. 6 points for Greenville on a pair of threes. And the Wildcats are leading 7-6. We've had 3 threes in the game so far. We may see a few today. Boo Wilkerson outside for the Wildcats. Gets it to Justin Hare. Hare double team, triple team. Got it to Boo Wilkerson around to Lamadrick Johnson. Tried to get it down low. The ball went off some of the basket somewhere. And Cordrick Turner put it in for his second basket. He's got 4 points. Wildcats leading 9-6. Just under 5 to play first quarter. Antoine Anderson with the ball for the Lions. Goes around the screen from Hawkins. They work it around in the hands of Brown. And here's Hawkins driving in against Hare. Hare really bothered him, and he missed the shot. Lamadrick Johnson down for the Wildcats. Went around Stevens for the Lions, and I think Stevens is going to get him for the foul, as he was trying to slow him down for the first foul on Greenville, and that one to Brandon Stevens. Parker Wisenhunt checks out, and in now is Caleb Alexander for the Wildcats. Sharpshooter. Boo Wilkerson lobs inside. The ball stolen by Greenville. And here they come quickly. In transition. Oh, an offensive foul. A good job by Justin Hare taking the charge. And that player That's going to be hit for that, I believe, is going to be DeGarian Anderson, his first. Second foul on Greenville. The Wildcats have yet to have a foul. Lamodrick Johnson directing traffic outside for the Wildcats. They lead 9-6. 4:25 left, and the clock is not running. It is frozen. We've got a problem with the clock right now. Caleb Alexander down to the baseline. Justin Hare. Clock continues to show 4:25, and it's been there for a while. Three-pointer by Caleb Alexander, no good. Boy, Lamodrick Johnson crashed in to try to get a rebound, and he knocked the ball right out of the hands of Cordrick Turner. That's sometime, you have a hard time faulting that, because that was excellent effort. But it's just one of those fluke things that went against the Wildcats that time. Antoine Anderson dribbling outside. Now the clock's rolling. Anderson will launch the three. It's off the iron, no good. A couple of Wildcats kind of looked at it on the floor, and then they both went after it, and it was knocked out of bounds by the Wildcats. So the Lions will be throwing in underneath their own basket. They're wearing black tonight with red numerals. So the sharp-looking Lions uniforms. There's a pass in to Antoine Anderson. Anderson goes around the screen by Hawkins. Now he's contemplating doing it again. Another Greenville three, in and out, no good. Ball picked up by Cordrick Turner, gives it to Lamodrick Johnson. The Wildcats run up at 9-6. Over to Boo Wilkerson for the three. It's off, no good. And the Greenville rebound, and they're running in transition ahead of the field. A stuff for Greenville by DeGarian Anderson, his first basket. And the Wildcats are leading 9-8. With 3:28 left here in the first quarter. Caleb Alexander to Justin Hare. Over to Boo Wilkerson. He was going to shoot another three. Timeout taken by Clark Cipolletta. Good call, Coach. Of course, Boo probably changed his delivery a little bit hearing that whistle, but he did miss the three. So Clark Cipolletta timeout. And we'll take the break with them. The Wildcats leading 9-8. Back in a moment.
Okay, Don, we're out. You want one or two spots?
One spot.
Five seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Wildcats 9, Greenville 8. There's 3:21 still left here in the first quarter. Clark Cipolletta wanting a word with his team, and here come the Wildcats. Lamodrick Johnson, high lob over to Alexander, to Hare in the corner, back to Alexander. Boo Wilkerson, the three. Good by Boo Wilkerson. His first basket. And boy, the three's raining down here. Wildcats leading 12-8. 3 minutes left here in the first quarter. Antoine Anderson drives in. Here's a three by Greenville. They answer. A good basket by Greenville. That was hit by Braylon Brown. 3 threes for Greenville and 2 for the Wildcats. Wildcats leading 12-11. 2:41 left here in the first quarter. Ball in the right corner. Justin Hare. Hare into the deeper right corner. Good by Caleb Alexander, a three. The NBA three-point shooting contest is broken out here at Wildcats Gym. Here at the main gym at Sulphur Springs High School, should say that. 15-11 now with 2:20 left in the first quarter. Antoine Anderson gets it over to Brown. Brown for the Lions, looking for some help. Caleb Alexander guarding closely, and timeout taken by Coach Chris Williams of the Greenville Lions. Awfully good to see him. I thought he did a real good job with Greenville last year, and good to see him back this year with the Greenville Lions. 2:08 left here in the first quarter. The Wildcats leading 15-11. And we'll take the short break here, and we'll be back in a moment.
We're out. You're just going for one.
One, yeah.
That's good. Okay. Seconds. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1.
And back to play now. 2:08 left here in the first quarter. Wildcats leading 15-11. Each team has recorded 3 threes so far in the game's first few minutes here. Antoine Anderson dribbling, guarded by LaModrick Johnson. He passes over, worked into the corner, another three. This one off, no good. Justin Hare chases down the ball and got it to Caleb Alexander. Here come the Wildcats in a big hurry. Caleb slashing in, now backing out. Gets it over to Justin Hare, back to Alexander. He'll shoot the three. Oh, it rimmed out, no good. Was in and rimmed out. As we used to say, well, that's clean now because it just cleaned it out, went all the way around, but rimmed out. Ball knocked out of bounds by Greenville. The Wildcats throw it in to Alexander. Cordrick Turner about 10 feet from the basket. Over to Alexander, around to Johnson, to Boo Wilkerson in the corner. Justin Hare back outside. Alexander, the three. It's off, no good. Rebound fought for by Wildcats, and once again they were kind of battling each other, and Greenville comes away with it. Antoine Anderson down the court. Here's a shot put up. Oh, a nice move in the lane, and 2 points for Braylon Brown, who has 5 for Greenville. And the Wildcats lead trimmed to 15-13 with 1:07 left in the first quarter. Justin Hare, the free throw line to Caleb Alexander. Boo Wilkerson in the corner. LaModrick Johnson, the three. That's off, no good. Good rebound, Justin Hare. Follow shot is good by Justin Hare, doing the hard work in there. Good rebounding on the offensive boards, Justin Hare. 17-13, 45 seconds left here in the first quarter. Antoine Anderson over in the corner. Free throw line for Greenville, and outside it goes to Stevens. Antoine Anderson over in the corner to Brown, and now a steal for the Wildcats. LaModrick Johnson driving down. He lays it up and hit the layup. First basket for LaModrick. The Wildcats leading by 6, 19-13. Here's a three by Greenville. It's off, no good. Boo Wilkerson gets it and throws long to Justin Hare, who's ahead of the field, and Justin put it in and got fouled. Antoine Anderson was trying to prevent the basket by Justin Hare, and Justin didn't get to much on a style point dunk, but he did put enough on it to put it in the basket. He's got 6, and the chance for a three-point play, an and one chance here, as Kason Arrington is now checked in for Cordrick Turner. Hare with 6 big points in the first quarter. He leads all the scorers so far with 3 baskets. Chance for number 7 as Greenville brings in a couple of new players we have yet to see. I believe one of them is Maps. No, excuse me, Andrew Dean is one, and we'll get the other player in just a second. I think Maps may have graduated. Free throw is good by Justin Hare, who has 7 points. Wildcats leading 22-13, just 9 seconds left, first quarter. Antoine Anderson triple teamed, and he threw the ball toward Marcus Hawkins, and Hawkins tried to make an athletic save, but he ended up out of bounds. Wildcats with 4.4 seconds, all that's left. LaModrick Johnson drives in, the floater at the horn is good, that'll count. As LaModrick Johnson has a knack for hitting those buzzer beaters. That was a short floater of about 10 feet. It's amazing what you can do with 4.4 seconds. But the Wildcats take a big 24-13 lead after the first quarter of play. And we're between quarters here, and we'll come back with the start of the second quarter as the Wildcats leading Greenville 24-13. Back in a moment.
We're going to do 2.
2 spots.
Thank you. Seconds. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1.
First quarter scoring for Greenville, Braylon Brown with 5, Brandon Stevens with 3, Marcus Hawkins with 3, and DeGarry Anderson with that 2-point stuff, a dunk. 7 points, Justin Hare, 4 for Lamadrick Johnson, 3 Caleb Alexander, 3 Boo Wilkerson, 3 Parker Wisenhunt, and 4 for Cardrick Turner. Wildcats leading 24-13 as we start the next 8 minutes, and Greenville with the ball with Antoine Anderson. He is double teamed, and somebody bumped him pretty good there, and I think it's going to be Boo Wilkerson who's going to get the call as he and Hare jumped on him, and there was a pretty good bump in there. I'm going to give that one. I did not see fingers or anything, but Boo Wilkerson, I will put that in the book. Looked like the official was pointing in his direction. Here's Greenville with the ball. This new player now is in there, Josh Luna. Underneath, a beautiful assist, but it won't count as an assist because Hawkins missed the shot. Down low to Kason Arrington, and players are all over the floor here, and we have a Greenville foul as Lamadrick Johnson dished off to Arrington, and then there was a foul on one of the Greenville players, and I did not get that one, and we won't get it on the scoreboard either. So ball into Kason Arrington, and kicked outside Caleb Alexander. Alexander now backing back a little bit, and will head toward the basket over to Lamadrick Johnson. Johnson started driving, and the ball went off of his foot, I believe, as he was trying to put on a move, and the ball will go back to Greenville. Wildcats leading 24-13, 7:11 left here in the second quarter. Antoine Anderson with the ball for Greenville. Drives to the baseline, puts up the shot. Oh, he hit it. Boo Wilkerson was guarding closely, but Antoine Anderson hit the shot. And that's his first basket. Wildcats lead trimmed to 24-15 with 6:48 left in the second quarter. Lamadrick Johnson over to Boo Wilkerson in the corner, back to Justin Hare. He gave it back to Boo, and he went around a Hare screen. The ball stripped away from Wilkerson. He's down on the floor, and Clark Cipolletta immediately called timeout. A sharp-eyed official seeing Clark signal the timeout, and Coach Williams wanted a traveling violation on Boo, but I tell you, that Clark was so quick on that. So we do have a break in the action here. Wildcats leading 24-15, 6:37 left in the second quarter. We'll take the break with them, and we'll be back in a moment.
We're out.
1.
Okay. Five seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1.
And teams just now beginning to come out of the huddle as they sound that buzzer over there at the scorer's table to try to get them out of there. Coach Williams continues to kind of get himself a few more seconds there as he sends his Lions back out there. Wildcats in possession now, ahead by 9. 6:33 and counting here in the second quarter. Lamadrick Johnson over to Caleb Alexander over in the corner. Kason Arrington, the three. Oh, it's good. Kason Arrington hits the three. And he's got 3 points. Antoine Anderson outside the arc for Greenville. Over in the corner now to Hawkins. And a new player in there. Oh, we mentioned Andrew Dean for Greenville. And Dean goes around the screen, still dribbling outside, got it over to Antoine Anderson. He goes around a Luna screen, heads to the free throw line, heads on in, then dished it over to Hawkins, took his time to line up the three, missed it, and a good rebound by Kason Arrington. Got it over to Lamadrick Johnson. Here come the Wildcats, up by 12. Caleb Alexander, an open three in transition, missed it, and a Greenville rebound. And here they come in a big hurry as this is Brown. Brown drives down, puts up the shot, no good. Scrap for the rebound, comes all the way back to Anderson, who drives in. Got it over to Josh Luna, and there's a traveling violation called against Greenville. So the ball will be back to the Wildcats. Boy, just frenetic action as these teams are loving to get up and down the court. Wildcats leading 27-15 with 5:24 left here in the second quarter. LJ, Lamadrick Johnson, dribbling outside for the Wildcats. He lobs to Caleb Alexander. Alexander looking, gives it back to LJ. He drives in, back to Caleb Alexander. He'll shoot the three. It's off, no good. The rebound, a Greenville player crashed hard to the floor going for the rebound. I think he may have hit his head on the back of the floor there, but he jumps up and low fives his coach to say, I'm okay. That was Dean. And let's see if he's kind of holding an elbow like he may have whacked that elbow. So Dean is going to collect himself on the Lions bench. He's kind of wincing with pain on that elbow, so they'll want to get the training staff to look at him very quickly. Greenville ball is Wildcats lost that ball out of bounds, and so Greenville with the ball. And I believe Cordarian Johnson is now in for the Lions, working with Antoine Anderson. Anderson goes around the Hawkins screen. Here's a three on the way for Greenville. It's good. It was hit by Braylon Brown, who has a pair of threes, and he's got 8 points. Greenville trims the Wildcats lead to 27-18, a 9-point lead, 4:41 left here in the second quarter. Wildcats threw the ball out of bounds, but the official says there was a deflection by the Lions, so it'll stay with the Wildcats. Boo Wilkerson to throw in. He's looking underneath, now gets it to Lamadrick Johnson outside the arc. Lamadrick keeping that dribble alive. Over to Caleb Alexander. Over to Boo Wilkerson in the corner. Back out to Lamadrick Johnson. Over to Arrington. Back out to Alexander to Boo Wilkerson. Cordrick Turner. Lamadrick Johnson's floater, no good. And a good, strong rebound by Hawkins of Greenville. Quite a player, very athletic. Anderson dribbling down, pried loose by Boo Wilkerson. Wilkerson down the court, and he was bumped by Hawkins as Hawkins was trying to get a steal and trying to slow Boo Wilkerson down. That's the first foul that I show on Hawkins. 5 fouls on Greenville, and 2 on the Wildcats. I was looking at timeouts. Don't get those confused. Boo Wilkerson to throw in for the Wildcats. Gets it in to Caleb Alexander. His shot blocked by Luna, but he got it back and gets it to Cordrick Turner. Turner puts up the 10-footer. Good! Nice move by Cordrick Turner. He's got 6 points. I am very impressed with the play this year of Cordrick Turner as a sophomore with a lot of seasoned post players that he's been playing this year. Anderson works the ball over to Johnson. Luna's got it for Greenville, and back outside Antoine Anderson against Boo Wilkerson. He goes around the Luna screen. He'll shoot the three. It's in and out of there, no good. Cordrick Turner the rebound to Lamadrick Johnson, and here come the Wildcats up by 11, 29-18. Down to Cason Arrington, and they say Arrington, as he tried to put on a move with tall players down there in the land of the trees, and the ball got away from him, so it'll go back to Greenville. There is a timeout on the court. 3:25 left in the second quarter. The Wildcats 29 and Greenville 18. We'll take a break here, and we'll be back in just a moment.
Out again. You just want one?
We'll take 2. It'll be a long moment.
All right. 25 seconds. Seconds. 15. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Each team has scored 5 points here in the second quarter. So the 11-point Wildcats lead remains in effect right now. Lions will have the ball as they're playing with Anderson and Anderson. They've got DeGarry and Anderson and also Antoine Anderson. See, Hawkins is out there. And they've also got Stevens and Brown. And Stevens and Brown are bringing the ball up. Actually, it's right now in the hands of Stevens. Now Antoine Anderson. Back to Stevens. Antoine Anderson started to go left and went right with the ball. Cut it over to Brown. Antoine Anderson. Boy, the Lions like the three. Brown drives in. The floater on the way. Good. Nice shot there by Braylon Brown. And he has 10 points. Greenville down by 9. Boo Wilkerson the three. Off no good. And a whistle blows. We've got a rebounding foul. It's going to be on one of the Lions. And I think they call that one on Braylon Brown. Just having to guess. That looked like a 5 fingers, so 1 and 5, I think. Ball, the Wildcats tried to get it into Cordrick Turner, knocked out of bounds by Greenville there. Defending for that, to not let the big guy catch the ball there. Ball out to Lamodrick Johnson. He thought about the three. Now he backs out a little bit and dribbles. Reset the offense. And Lamodrick will get it over to Boo Wilkerson into the corner to Arrington. Or that's Parker Wisenhunt. And Cordrick Turner put the moves on. A Greenville player hit the deck, and they call Cordrick for the offensive foul. So Cordrick Turner gets the foul. Wildcats leading 29-20, 2:30 left here in the second quarter. Ball in the hands of Antoine Anderson as he comes across with Braylon Brown. And he will give the ball to Brandon Stevens. And back to Anderson. Ball now to DeGarry and Anderson and back to Antoine Anderson. He drives in, puts up the shot. It's off, no good. And a rebounding foul. And I think they got Boo Wilkerson for that one. Coach Clark Cipolletta obviously didn't see it that way, but back to Greenville now underneath their own bucket as they throw it into Antoine Anderson. And they're going to make Greenville do this over again. So now Marcus Hawkins will throw in. Need some help there and got it into Antoine Anderson. Working against Boo Wilkerson. Top of the key to Brandon Stevens. He backs out of there. Left side it goes to Brown. Hawkins at the free throw line drives in and dishes over to Stevens. Stevens started to drive in, now backing out against Lamodrick Johnson. Antoine Anderson almost put up a Quinn Anderson three from about 35 feet. Here's the Greenville three. It's off the iron. Good strong rebound by Kason Arrington down the court to Boo Wilkerson. He drives in, a lot of contact. Offensive foul on Boo Wilkerson. And of course the crowd did not like that one. It didn't go their way, and I show that to be 3 on Boo Wilkerson. Boo did kind of initiate some contact there as he was, but a lot of players do that, and doesn't always go that way, but that time the official said that he had initiated the contact and a charging foul on Boo Wilkerson. Back to Greenville, they're down 29-20. 1:25 left here in the second quarter. I show Boo with 3 fouls, so have to be careful with him. Antoine Anderson shot blocked by Boo Wilkerson. Wilkerson down the court, and then Anderson tried to get it back. Boo hit the deck, kind of slid into that mat area back there. He picked himself up quickly, but Antoine Anderson will get the foul. That's 2, looks like, on him. It was a non-shooting foul. He was driving down the court. But that is number 7 against Greenville, so it will send Boo to the line for 1+1. As Luna will check in again for Greenville off their bench. He'll replace Hawkins. Sure they don't want Hawkins to pick up another foul in this last 1:15. Boo Wilkerson free throw on the way. Swish. Boo with 4 points. And another, let's see, out for Greenville is Braylon Brown, and in is Krishan Guster. Free throw by Wilkerson. Got them both. So Boo Wilkerson with 5 points. Wildcats leading 31-20. 1:11 left here in the second quarter. Ball down low to Luna, and he was wide open. The Wildcats a defensive error there, and Luna laid it in as he got wide open against the Wildcats. 31-22, 9-point lead with 56 seconds left here in the second quarter. Boo Wilkerson way outside over to Lamadrick Johnson. He'll shoot the three. Off, no good, but a good rebound. Arrington missed. Cordrick Turner got the rebound, and they say he got tied up. Possession arrow will go to the Wildcats. So the Wildcats will throw in underneath their own basket. 45.2 seconds left here in the second quarter, and the Wildcats leading 31-22. And there have been so many bodies that have been hitting the floor. The official has called for a towel, and they're trying to get up all that moisture from the players hitting the deck during this very hard-played game so far, as you would expect between Greenville and Sulphur Springs. They don't mail it in when these two teams get together if they're playing tiddlywinks. I think they've got the court dried now, and Boo Wilkerson to throw in for the Wildcats. The last 45 seconds, he gets it into Caleb Alexander, way outside. To the right side it goes to Lamadrick Johnson. He'll dribble out a little bit further. Looked like he wondered if they were going to take one shot. And he lobs over to Caleb Alexander. Over to Cordrick Turner in the corner. Back to Alexander, to Lamadrick. Back to Caleb. Here's Boo Wilkerson, the three. It's off, no good, but a rebound. Lamadrick Johnson, his floater is off, no good. Scrap for the rebound. Arrington had it. And then they're going to say Greenville knocked it out of bounds, so Boo Wilkerson will trigger in. 16.6 left in the second quarter. Arrington took a shot on the inbound, but Cordrick Turner with a good follow. Cordrick has 8 points. Wildcats up by 11, 7 seconds left. Antoine Anderson's three, no good. Here, this will count. Oh, it hit the rim. Oh, my. Lamadrick Johnson from the other side of midcourt. Probably about a 60-footer, and it hit the rim. Now, this place would have just, people would have been silly. They would have been so giddy, Wildcats fans anyway. So it's 33-22, just a 9-point quarter for the Wildcats and a 9-point quarter for Greenville. As right where we left at the end of the first quarter, that 11-point lead, and it does remain at 33-22. Well, let's turn it over to James Terry, and he will run his usual number of spots there back at the station, and then when he comes back to me, I'll tell you who scored what in the first half. Well, an exciting first half with the Wildcats leading Greenville 33-22. Let's take a break, and we'll be back in a moment.
Okay, we're at on.
All right. Uh-oh. No, that ain't it. Okay, good. So far, good. You bet.
Letters on the back of the jerseys, is that the soldier that...
Oh, ours? It says TOE.
What's that?
TOE.
Yeah.
Team over everything. Team slogan.
I think as far as a team, this is one of the 5 seed. I think they're doing really well.
Yeah, seven different scores in the first half.
What's that?
7 different scores in the first half. Yeah. It may be everybody that played. Yeah, everybody that played scored. Yep.
Seconds. Seconds. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1.
And we are at the half here with several minutes remaining in the halftime here. And let's start with the scoring for the Greenville Lions. They had 6 different players get on the board, none more so than Braylon Brown, who had 10 points and a couple of threes for Greenville, as he really had a big first half. He leads all scorers, by the way. And after that, in Greenville hit, let me make sure, 1, 2, 3, 4 3-point baskets. And the Wildcats had 1, 2, 3, 4. I believe each team had 4. But let's continue with the Greenville scoring here. 3 points for Brandon Stevens, that was a 3. 3 points for Marcus Hawkins, that was a 3. And Josh Luna had a basket. Antoine Anderson had 2 points. And DeGarian Anderson had 2 points. So that's it for the Lions. 13 first quarter points, 9 in that very defensive-minded second quarter, where both teams held it to single digits. Both teams had 9 points. For the Wildcats, they had 7 different players that got on the scoreboard. Their leading scorers, their sophomore post, 6'7", or 6'6", 6'7", something like that, for Cordrick Turner. He had 8 points. And Justin Hare, again, 6'6", 6'7", somewhere along in there, had 7 points. So the Wildcats, a couple of big fellows getting the job done inside. After that, Boo Wilkerson had a 3 and 5 points. And 4 points for Lamadrick Johnson. 3 points for Kaysen Arrington. That was a 3-point basket. This game, James Terry, this game, for reasons that we will try to find out. This game, my brother is here, and as I was going over the first half scoring, believe me, it does not matter anymore. This game has been canceled by COVID concern. So the announcement was made by one of the assistant principals here at the high school, and so I couldn't tell what they were doing All I knew, I was trying to recap the scoring, but like I say, it's not going to matter. And
Doug, another good half game.
so, well, that's a first. Well, I don't know that we've had a COVID-interrupted ball game, but we just did. So, nothing decided in this non-district game, and this will just be a cancellation or postponement. I don't know if the coaches will try to reschedule at some point down the line. Coach Cipolletta would have an extra game now, so he might do that. So this game abruptly called at halftime by COVID concerns. And so everybody will take that with them as they head on out of here. Most of them duly masked to come to the game, but we're all through here. So James, we thank James back at the station. We appreciate Doug's engineering and his camera work for the first half, which will be all we'll have tonight, as the game again canceled abruptly due to a COVID concern at the half, with the Wildcats leading 33-22. I'm Don Julian with your play-by-play. This is the oddest situation that obviously everything's new in 2020, so something else new. Thank you so much for joining us this evening, and so long, everyone.
Thank you, Don. You've been listening to Wildcat Basketball on KSST 1230 AM, Sulphur Springs, Texas. Back to Good Time Oldies after these messages. Okay, Don, we're out.